So last night, Democrat Conor Lamb defeated Rick Saccone in Pennsylvania's 18th district. Now, this was a special election to replace Tim Murphy, who was a right-winger, very conservative Republican, in a very conservative district. This district in 2016, for example, voted 20 points for Donald Trump. This was considered a safe Republican seat. In fact, any Republican incumbent would have a really good chance of winning this election. Unfortunately, for the Republicans, for Rick Saccone, that did not happen. Now, interestingly enough, here comes the spin cycle for this very, very contentious election, this gigantic upset by a centrist Democrat. Now, the brain trust over at Fox and Friends, they're going to try to explain away Saccone's loss, and then they're going to try to paint Conor Lamb as a Republican. Watch.
In Pennsylvania, where the special congressional election they held yesterday in the 18th district, too close to call.
A razor-thin margin separating those two candidates right there, but one is already declaring a victory.
Right. Let's go out to Eric Sean, because, Eric, this looked like a blowout for a while. Conor Lamb was in the driver's seat. It was just a matter of blowing up the balloons. And then what happened?
Oh, man. He was blowing up the balloons. He had a 6-point lead. What happened? What happened? He won. That's what happened. Oh, yeah, but he didn't win by that much. I mean, we expected him to really kick Rick Saccone's ass. And because he didn't, what happened? What happened? Oh, that's hilarious. Now, again, this was a huge upset, and here's Fox News and Fox and Friends saying, no, not that big of a deal. I mean, he was going to win anyway, even though Trump was there. In fact, they actually did mention how Donald Trump came and stumped for Rick Saccone, and we've got that clip. Let's take a look.
So it looks like President Trump probably closed the gap. Keep in mind, it was just last week. There was a poll out that Mr. Lamb was up by 6, and Donald Trump came in and his family, and it's a dead heat. But ultimately, keep in mind this as well, Mr. Lamb ran as a Republican. He's a Democrat running as a Republican. He said if he was elected to the Congress, he would not support Nancy Pelosi. He was for the president's border taxes and tariffs, and he stood with the Republicans essentially on issues like abortion.
But if he...
Okay, whoa. First off, on Trump, no, there was actually a CNN video where Saccone supporters, Republicans that are in the district, were like, no, Donald Trump is actually making it more likely for me to vote for Conor Lamb. Fascinating. And if you want to check out that video, you know what? We'll put it in the description because that's an interesting insight into how unpopular Donald Trump actually is, even in that area. But furthermore, see, Rick Saccone, he ran as a Republican. So it was a Republican versus a Republican. I would disagree. Now, look, I'm not saying Conor Lamb is some firebrand Bernie Sanders progressive. No, in fact, he rightly gets criticized for not being in favor of single payer or a living wage. But to say he was for Donald Trump's tax cuts, well, that's a pure 100% fabricated bullshit lie. No, he was actually against the Trump tax cuts. He said they were a giveaway to the wealthy. Not only that, but he's not pro-life, right? No, he's like, pro-choice. I'm not going to really, like, wade into this debate. Okay. All that stuff. I mean, come on. Come on. He is a centrist Democrat, not a progressive, and certainly not a Republican. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.